This is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. Sound good?
Literally for 3 straight days. What really sucks here is that the only money I've really made is, you know, on stream. And I'll be honest, you guys have been amazing. You know, Saturday night for the PUBG stream, you guys were really supportive and positive. Last night, even though we didn't have many people on stream, we had a couple people who were very generous. And, you know, but how long can you keep this up? You know what I mean? How long can you keep this up? When I'm only streaming once a day, only the late stream. It sucks, man. This sucks. I hate being sick like that. Because here's the thing. If I got a cold, alright, and I don't know, I got the sniffles and I'm congested or I'm choking or whatever, I got a sore throat, I could tough through that. I'll take a cough drop, I'll take cough medicine, you know, I'll blow my nose and take a decongestant. I'll put up with that to tough through it. You can't tough through what I've got right now, you know? It's not possible. It just sucks. And it's to the point where, you know, what can I do? If I have a burning fever or now a debilitating headache, I can't come out and I can't entertain you guys on stream, and it sucks, man. This is what I love to do. 3 days I've been away, not being able to do my main stream. I know people who attend my main streams only are pissed off. But, you know, I wish I could do something about it. I can't, guys. I'm sorry.
I'm a very fallible, very fragile, very, you know, vulnerable person. Everyone knows that. The pop-up messages that show up for tips, alright, I'm going to change it so that the threshold now is $5, alright? It's a scam. I need that money, I really do. I need that money to pay my bills. Paycheck to paycheck, money would come in, pay the bills. Money would come in again, pay the bills.
The threshold used to be $2, okay? And sadly, doing the threshold at $2, it just promotes that trolls will come in here and fucking do, you know, troll tips repeatedly.
You know, bits is one thing, because if you're going to do a troll cheer with bits, okay, that's fine, because guess what? Bits you've already purchased, and when you give them to me, you can't get them back.
You know what I mean?
Excuse me.
That's the thing is, there's not much I can do about it because, well, there's not much that they could do about it, trolls. Because if they cheer, I get the bits. However, with these tips now, what I've noticed is that there's an increasing number of people who are trolling with tips. And what they're doing is small tips, $1, $2. And really what they're doing is the $2 because they want to get on stream. Alright? They want to see the pop-up. They want to see the nasty pop-up. Alright? Being jerks and put something negative on the stream. And I've noticed it's been popping up in playthroughs and everything, these nasty troll tips. Now you might say, oh, well, that's great because Phil gets that money. Well, it's true.
I'm good at lying.
The problem is, these idiots, then they dispute them all, alright? They dispute all the tips. And now I gotta go back, alright? I have to go back, and I have to fucking manually dispute every single troll tip that gets disputed.
And it takes a lot of fucking time, alright? It takes a lot of time, no lie. Like, it's not just, oh, you click it, you're done. Everyone's lazy.
First you have to click here, then you have to click there, then you have to go to another page, then you have to put in a message of why you think this is fraud, then you have to submit again, then it gets pushed back to you again, I'm not even kidding, and then you have to do it again, because PayPal's system is so fucked up for this stuff, is that it's so fucked up and convoluted. PayPal still thinks every transaction via PayPal is purchasing a good through eBay. I'm not even joking, it still does, because remember, eBay and PayPal are the same company. And when they became one, they changed PayPal to have everything on PayPal be catered towards eBay. So this whole process of basically trying to, you know, lie and say, oh, Phil didn't send me a product he promised he was going to send me for $2, which is fraud, by the way. The whole dispute process is a major pain in my ass. So it goes back and forth, and literally takes weeks to clear up any of these fucking chargeback things, okay? So, the way I see it, not that, you know,
oh boy, you know, I'm not going to do it. Of course I'm going to do it because the money is mine and I want the money. This kind of shit needs to come out. This kind of shit needs to be exposed for what it is. Let me fucking unleash the beast. It's greed. It's greed. You feed me more. Feed me, Seymour. Feed me. Greed is massively strong. I have no fucking self-control. But if I'm gonna have to go through 15 to 30 fucking disputed things, right? That takes up a lot of my time. No lie, it could take like hours. In fact, the last time I did it, it took about 2 hours for me to go through all these, all right? I don't want to have to do that. I'm not a whiny baby. I'm a mature adult. And I'm not a children's entertainer. I just want to play games and have fun and make a living doing it. It's not about the money. It's not. I'm not here to take a paycheck.
That's ridiculous. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to up the threshold for tips to actually show up as a thank you message on stream. Now, just so you guys know, if you do tip me anything lower than $5, I'm still going to give you a shout out on stream, all right? You're just not going to see the visual pop-up anymore unless you do $5 or more. And I'm sorry that I have to do that, all right? I really do. I apologize for that. It has nothing to do with you guys, all right? It has to do with the fact that I just can't spend this much. Number one, I don't want all these fucking nasty negative messages showing up in my videos, which they are, because these idiots are doing $2 chill tip, $2 chill tip, and they'll do it 10 times in a fucking stream, right, to get a rise. And they won't get a rise because I'll just say, oh, it's another troll tip, I ignore it, but then people all see it on the stream and they're like, oh my god. But basically what this will do, if they're gonna do a troll tip, it has to be $5 or more, right? So now, I mean, realistically, how many times are they gonna do that? Especially if there's a chance, you know, a very strong chance, they're not going to get their money back.
Wow. Man, I'm stupid.
Right? It's a different thing if they do 10 to 20 of these things and it's $2. Oh, no, they didn't even spend $50. But now they do 20 of these, it's $100. See what I mean? There's a major difference there. So, yeah, could they still dispute it? Absolutely. But raising the threshold of getting, you know, a troll tip on stream is basically going to reduce the amount of troll tips we see.
And it's going to dramatically reduce the amount of work that I have to do. Doing a 9 to 5 would be easy.
To dispute them and get them, you know, fixed. So, that's what I'm doing as of right now. In fact, I just clicked save. So, it's going to be $5 or more tip in order to get a you know, visual message. You're still going to get your verbal shout out no matter what. Alright? But I have to do that because I just can't. It's too time consuming, and at this point, you know, inundating me with work, inundating PayPal with these disputes and shit, it's just too much, okay?
They actually pay me money to do this. That's how dumb these people are. But I don't like making money at the expense of others. I don't find it morally right. I just don't get it. I don't understand how people are defending this fucking thing. I really don't.
I don't think many people are going to be upset about this. I really don't. It's not that big of a deal.
It's saying, how can we have revenue streams from idiots? How do we fool the common moron into giving us money for zero effort? Alright, I've had enough. Forest reviews. Seriously, I've had enough of you today.
First he comes in here and he tells me having a headache is a serious medical issue and I need to go to the doctor. Now he's complaining about, you know, get out. Time out. Now you're out for 10 minutes. Seriously, dude, you're being a negative jerk. What the fuck is wrong with people?
He's a dinosaur of the internet. He's done. Look at this, he's falling apart. That's what Phil is. He's a bad person. He's a bad gamer. Because if you're just negative all the time, believing the worst about everyone, that's going to be a really bad life you're going to have, you know? I'm not that kind of person. I'm not. Maybe at one point in my life I was.
First he's being, then he says, oh, I never had a headache in my life. All right, now I know you're full of shit, you know? Get the fuck out of here. Oh my god.
Why am I toxic? More toxic, overdramatic, drama queen, toxic. Unbelievable. I know he's not banned. He's timed out for 10 minutes. And if he comes back and fucking behaves, then he can come back. But I'm not going to put up with this constant negativity. Oh, you have a headache. You serious issue. Go to the doctor. Oh no, you're raising the tip threshold. You're just making it worse. All right, you know what? If you're not going to be fucking supportive and you're just going to be a negative jerk, well then leave the stream chat for 10 minutes. Good lord, dude. You mean I have to change my behavior? You think I'm the villain? Go fuck yourself.
Seriously, man. And Majin Buu says, now he's going to come back talking shit. Well, you know what? If he is, then he can enjoy a permanent ban, you know? I don't know what else to say. I'm trying to come back, fighting through an illness to come back here and try to be nice and happy with you guys. I got to put up with negative dicks like that. He's probably doing it on purpose anyway, let's face it.
Toxic toilet juice. And keep in mind, it's not that I'm trying to get more money. If you noticed, I didn't up the threshold for bits at all. 50 bits still gets you the on-screen thank you. It's the bits I get for sure. So if you go out of your way to do a troll cheer with bits, At least I fucking get it for sure, and I don't have to do a dispute process to get it. Versus these assholes who come in and do these small tip, right? And then they try to fucking dispute a million of them and put all this extra work on my back. I'm not gonna put up with that shit anymore. Okay? How about instead of all that dumb fucking shit, you actually put on a fucking shirt and tie, you come into work, you sit the fuck down at a desk, and you actually do some goddamn fucking work.
It's 20. Oh, Mr. Swaggins, I thought it was 25. It's 25 to cheer. It's 50 to get your pop-up notice. I think people are having a misconception here. You could tip any amount you want, but if you want the pop-up notice, you gotta tip $5 or more. You could cheer 25 bits or more, and you'll get a shout-out, but if you want the on-screen notification, it's 50 bits or more. There you go. By the way, Save That House. Oh my god, Save That House. Where do you hear this? Save That House. I completely screwed myself the other day when I was playing PUBG the other night. So this is a pretty epic fail on my part, and I gotta take the L on this one. I'm taking the L on this one. All right. So the final game of PUBG that I played the other night was a really bad start. Like, I started out in a bad part of the map. All I had was a shotgun. I didn't have like a backpack or nothing. So Save That House said on stream, Phil, if you make top 3 this game, I'm gonna tip you $100. And I said, well, you know what, Save That House, just keep that as for another day, because the sad fact is that I'm in a horrible position here. There's no chance I'm going to make top 3. I'm going to die within like 5 minutes here. Forget it. And so Save That House goes, okay, all right, I'm going to take off then. See you later. And he leaves. And guess what? I made fucking top 3. I made top 3 the last game. I was like, man, did I shoot myself in the ass, man.
And I was like, son of a bitch. Why'd I tell him forget it? That's just fucked in the head, dude. That's not normal mental behavior. The subs, sadly, have dipped dramatically. So we're down to 536 subs. The salty tears. What we're going to do is I am going to set up a new goal for the month of February. All right. And the base goal will probably be 600 subs. Just to forewarn everyone. I'm salivating at the goddamn mouth. It's greed. It's greed. Greed is massively strong. I have no fucking self-control.
Because we got to make a push for growth, right? What's the point of doing this goal if we don't have growth? And if I've already had 550, the next goal should be 600. So the next push will be, definitely be 600 subs. And I'm thinking if we hit it, what we'll do is we'll do the next Patron's Choice playthrough.
Shout outs!
Critical for Days did a 25-bit cheer overnight.
Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
He said, I saw the new shower video. It wasn't as good as the original, but it was still good. I hope newcomers don't take the vid as a wrong way and report it for sexual content. Well, I'm fairly certain that a guy in a shower showing absolutely no nudity, it's just my top, and you go to the beach, you see more nudity than what you saw in that video. It's not going to be, flagged for, even if they flag it for sexual content, it's not valid, you know what I mean? Just because I'm not a ripped Adonis doesn't mean that I'm not allowed to go topless in a shower-like video. That's a comic video, by the way.
That's terrible. That's such a terrible thing. And then Critical for Days did another 25-bit cheer and said, this may sound ridiculous. Why don't you do a fundraiser so you can pay for a doctor? Smoke weed every day.
Because, well, the bottom line is because there's no way you could tell. I could go to the doctor right now, okay? And, walk in, and of course it's going to cost me, I think it's $75 to go to the doctor. I know, that sounds ridiculous. I'm pretty sure that's what it is with my current insurance. And they could test me and say, well, you just have a cold. There's nothing we can do about it. Drink fluids, what are you going to do? Send me home, and that's it. Or I could go to the doctor, and the doctor could say, well, I don't know what's wrong with you. We got to run a series of tests. And then they could run the series of tests, and then they could say, well, we're going to, based on what we saw, we don't know yet, but we're going to prescribe this and this and this. And then the tests come back and say you're sick with this or that. And then you get more medications or more tests that you need. And the problem is with the American healthcare system, it's an ongoing, never-ending process of billing. I'm going to give you guys an example, okay? Back in 2015, I had an issue with...
Phil has gouty, fat butt.
Okay? My foot swelled up, all right, and was in excruciating pain. Some of the worst pain I've ever felt in my entire life. So I went to the doctor for it, and they said, you've got problems with your body's acid levels. We think. We're not sure yet. We got to test, all right? So what we're going to do is we're going to take an x-ray of your foot to make sure you didn't actually break anything. We're going to take blood tests to test your blood to see your acid levels, And we're also going to prescribe this NSAID, which is NSAID, or however you pronounce it, anti-inflammatory for your foot to get the swelling to go down. It's going to take a few days. And then, you know, if the testing comes back positive for the acid levels, we're going to tell you, you know, how to adjust your diet so that basically you don't have this issue moving forward. Okay? Okay. Sounds good. So all this got done. All right? Originally, I got a bill, I think it was for like $150 for the doctor visit. All right? Then, I got a bill about $200 for the blood test, $200 for the x-ray. When I went to get my anti-inflammatory for my foot, guess how much that cost? $300 out of pocket. Because they said, oh, it's not covered by your insurance at all. Like, an anti-inflammatory, a basic anti-inflammatory is not covered by my insurance that I'm paying $300 a month for? Nope, not covered. Okay. Then, I ended up getting a follow-up bill. Okay, a follow-up bill. I'm not even kidding you. And I believe this one was almost $500, saying that apparently they had tried to bill my insurance 3 times for one of the things. I don't even know which one it was. And they had said originally they were going to pay it and then changed their fucking mind. All right, and said, oh, well, too bad, we're not paying it. So they just sent the bill to me. So, bottom line, for this one issue, all right, one doctor visit. I did it all in one day. I got doctor visit, x-ray, blood test, medications, all in one day. Of course, like 3 hours, I got it all done. I got billed over $1,000 for this one day, okay? And the anti-inflammatory, the other thing, I couldn't even get the whole prescription. The $300 I paid was only for the 1 month. I was supposed to get 2 months supply. That would have been over $600. So I actually took half the medication I was supposed to, and I toughed out the pain for the other half of it because I couldn't fucking afford it. All right? So here's the problem. Who knows? All right? Who knows what on earth I was supposed to actually, you know, pay for this? And who knows if I were to go to the doctor today, oh, I'm going to do a fundraiser so I can go to the doctor and see what's going on with me. Well, how the fuck do I know how much I'm going to get billed? And I won't even know until like 6 months later. That's the other thing. So, oh, okay. All this happens, right? You would think this is a quick process, right? No. It comes up like 6 to 8 months later. You start getting hundreds and thousands of dollars of bills in the mail that you now immediately owe within 30 days. Like, now, wait a minute. You know, maybe if I had known immediately when I had all these tests done that this was going to be owed, I would have started raising money. I didn't know I was going to owe all this money all of a sudden out of fucking nowhere. But that's how all these companies work. So, it would be great and easy to say, oh, just do a fundraiser. And then you go to the doctor. I don't know what I'm going to owe. I could owe nothing, in which case now I did a fundraiser for nothing, and that's fucking dishonest.
What the shit? This shocks me.
Or it could be the opposite. I could owe thousands and thousands of fucking dollars for something you thought was a simple issue, right? Did I seriously think, you know what I mean, when I went for a swollen foot?
Feels the gouty fat butt. Feels the gouty fat butt.
That I was going to end up paying over excess of $1,000 in doctor's fees and everything? No. No, I never fathomed that. And I have insurance, and that's the worst part. And I have insurance. Now, here's the thing. The reason I get fucked is because I'm self-employed. I'm considered middle class, okay, and I'm self-employed. So the insurance that I get from you know what's available is the worst possible. If I worked for an employer like a giant corporation, they usually bargain with these insurance companies to get much better plans that cover way more and cost way less, especially because they buy it in bulk. They buy it to cover all of their employees, okay? Now, in addition to that, if you have no job and or you have a very little bit of income, you can get on what's called Medicare or Medicaid, the free insurance, and guess what? That covers everything. So if I were not working at all, if I were poor, right? If I were poor and I was on government money to pay for everything, I would be able to go to the doctor right now, get treated for whatever it is, and no matter what it was, I wouldn't receive a bill. It would all be free. But because I work and I bust my ass,
the guy's a feminine side,
right? I have to pay insane amounts of money for healthcare. That's how the United States government works. Isn't that nice? Isn't that a great healthcare system? Seriously. So, I don't even know what else to say. It's ridiculous. You know, that's the situation I'm in. You know, let me put it this way, all right? Let me put it this way. If, in the worst case scenario here, if I were to get seriously ill,
yes, I absolutely would go to the doctor, and if I couldn't afford it, I would have a fundraiser. I was trained as a competitive excellence, achieving competitive excellence, or ACE, continuous improvement person. But I would never do it up front. That's 100% a lie. I know you're lying. I'm good at lying. Not knowing what the hell, you know what I mean? Like, that would be so dishonest. I would never do it up front. Not knowing what the hell, you know what I mean? Like, that would be so dishonest. I guess I'm not that smart. Man, I'm stupid. Because the healthcare system's so screwed up here You know, I wouldn't do that. So that's why I don't do it.
Elite. Did a 1,000-bit cheer.
Are you a functional retard? I have to ask. Say, tuck yourself in, get some soup in you, whatever way you can. Suppository if you have to. We love you, Phil. Well, that's the thing. I'm not like sick where like my stomach is upset. I actually ate a lean turkey burger for dinner tonight. Infinite 55 did a 100-bit cheer and says, ask Papa Lou to become a temporary in-house nurse for you. Dude, if I asked Papa Lou to be my in-house nurse, it would basically be misery all over again. He'd be breaking my fucking legs to paralyze me so I can't move. So get it tonight, baby. Giant King Kong strap on. Oh my God, yes. Ooh. Oh. Oh, oh God, oh yeah, yeah, I love it, I love it. Please, don't even joke about that stuff, because he'll hear it and he'll take it seriously, and he'll start buying plane tickets to Seattle and shit. You know, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. I don't need a Kathy Bates here. Anyway. Eternity of Forever did a 25-bit cheer. It says Misery the movie starring Papa Lou and Bareback Burnell. Lol. And then he did a 25-bit cheer and said, damn, I wanted to hear that motivational speech. Fuck, yeah. Yeah, sadly, no, like I said, no one owned video cameras back then. If they did, they were filthy rich, and my parents were not filthy rich, so no valedictorian speech was recorded for me.
Boo! Flush the toilet. Down to the sewer, and then an alligator eats the shit and shits that out, and it goes out into the fucking sewage river.
What pasta do you prefer? I prefer a penne. Oh! Easy to eat. Oh! Phil's a faggot. Phil's fat. Phil's a loser. Phil's a beggar. DSP's a pedophile. DSP is a thief. DSP is a greedy fuck. I have a micro penis. Alright, I'm not dead, but I swear to God I wish I fucking was.